Hey, what is up? It's Travis Kerr Family Flip Show. Hope all is well. So today's show is going to be primarily an estate sale and then a bunch of Pop Shot thrift store visits that we did during the various weeks that I've put together that maybe didn't really make an entire episode. So I kind of put these together. So I think you'll enjoy it. Definitely watch to the end because we have a lot of fun. We even have a new member of the Kerr family that comes out with us on one of these visits. So you'll want to see that, as well as some of the cool things that we buy and some of the interesting things that we bought that we will flip for profit. If you haven't seen this channel before, we're a father-son team that sells on eBay, and we source things from Amazon return stores, yard sales, estate sales, flea markets, anywhere that we can buy something low and sell it online for a profit. And then my daughter primarily buys used clothing, and sometimes she sources shoes as well, but she does extremely well. She's a great resource of knowledge for clothing as well. So you'll see her involved in the mix as well. She primarily sells on Poshmark. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet and you've maybe seen this channel a couple of times, please consider doing so. I did see a statistic that I think maybe over half of the watch time on this channel comes from people that aren't subscribed. So if you do like content like this, we'd be certainly blessed if you did hit that subscribe button. But anyway, I hope you enjoy today's show. Our mission is to really help others who maybe want to do this for themselves and maybe supplement their own budget for their household. And you can do this in a number of ways, on a small scale or a large scale, but even these small little visits, just maybe once a week even, could supplement your monthly income by several hundred or maybe even several $1,000s. So check it out to the end. Hope you enjoy, and we look forward to seeing you really soon. So Travis Kerr Family Flip Show. I'm kind of in the middle of sourcing right now, and I just went to a community yard sale that's probably about 50 miles from our house. So I did take a gamble. Didn't find a ton, unfortunately, but certainly enough to make the trip worth it. I'm outside of an estate sale right now, and it opens in like 20 something minutes. So thought I would do a little bit of filming and show you some of the things I got. And check this out. Somebody was superstitious at this estate sale, and they skipped over number 13. So I'm not superstitious, so I'll certainly take 13, and we'll see how we do on that. But so here's some of my finds so far, and of course here's my IKEA bags, which are a must whenever you come to an estate sale or even yard selling. But the first thing I got is this Maxfly bag with this Top Flight XL. It looks like a kid's set. It says 33 there, but I actually bought 2 golf bags from them with clubs for 40 for both. I just asked them how much they would do if I took both, and she said 40. So I also got this Tour Edge junior set. Again, what's cool is that I just sold a Top Flight set for like $150, and I just sold a junior set for, $50, $60 plus shipping. So I just replenished them, and I think we just sold those last week. So that's cool to be able to replenish something that you just sold and that will sell. I got these Nikes. I thought they were pretty cool for $2. I don't know how well they'll do, but for whenever she said $2, I figured I would take a shot. I also got these. They're size 12s, and so those are always in high demand for men's shoes, size 12. So decent find, not great. And then I got this Polar Misto set. It does not have this in it, but I looked online and I think these will part out pretty well. And then lastly, I just sold one of these too, probably a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago or so. Is this garden claw. I don't know why these do well, but they seem to have a pretty good sell through. So I'm like, if I've sold one, I'll sell another one. So we'll see how that does as well.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream,
Okay, so just got out of that estate sale, and I think I've got some pretty good finds here. So the first thing that I got, and everything under $75 was 50% off today, and anything over $75 was 30% off. But I got this Olympus A16 camera, and I think it ended up being $56 with the discount. So I paid up for that a bit, but I think this is going to sell for a decent amount. So I'll flash up on the screen what I think the comps for that would be. And I also got this little Minolta camera. It was $4 today, so just take a shot on that. And then I also got this Pentax camera for $6. Pentaxes are a very good brand to be on the lookout for, so I have not comped that either, so I'll see how we do, but I figure it's definitely worth it for $6. I got these two Nike gloves, so this one was $5, and this one ended up being $3. And then I also got this Sony Handycam with the bag. I need to look this one up. This one will probably have to go like maybe parts only, but it also had some cool like little accessories in here. So it still has the strap that looks to be new. It still had some film, and I don't even know what that is. Maybe a charging something, and these batteries obviously will need to be trashed, but so a few good finds in this estate sale, and I think I spent $86 total with taxes, but I think I'll make that up with just the one camera alone. So just outside of this Goodwill, and this is the only thing that I purchased, it was $20.99, but it's this Dynex hot plate, and it's really kind of disgusting, and it'll need to be cleaned up well, but I think this may do really well. I saw a parts only listing for like $116, and then I saw another one that had like a $1,000 sale with a line through it, which means somebody like took a lower offer. I just kind of used my gut on this. I may be dead wrong. There was another, I think, listing for, or a sale, it was a double one of these for maybe $150. So for $20, I was willing to take a shot at that, and we're going to try to do some research on this and see how we do. Hey, so it is Wednesday, and it's a father-daughter date night, and I'm sure every daughter wants to go with their dad thrifting, right? No, probably not, but my daughter loves it. And so I'm going to be looking for whatever we can find, and Ellie is going to be looking for, let's say, Lululemon. What are some other brands? Frame Jeans, Gymshark, maybe whatever she can find. And so this girl can just drag her hand down the clothing rack and feel Lululemon material. She's very, very good at it, and she does extremely well. So we're going to go out on this Wednesday night and see what we can do as a father-daughter team. So we'll be in touch. All right, first Goodwill. Ellie is already in. I'm following, and we're going to see how we do. So Goodwill 1 wrapped up. I got this Honeywell air purifier against my better judgment. It's super dirty. I'm gonna have to like blow it with the leaf blower, take the filter out. But there's dust all in that thing, but they generally do pretty well. So pretty decent find. That was $10. And then this is a classic sell, this Rainmate humidifier. I paid up for this a little bit, $15, but not scared because these things sell really well and sell decently. So I'll throw comps on the screen. So not a great first stop, but decent enough. At least picked up a couple items there. So on to number 2. All right, Goodwill number 2, because people drag race down the road here. So let's see what we can do. Goodwill number 2, stay right, nothing. Ellie got nothing. So on to the next one. All right, so next up is the Village of Value. So we're gonna see what we can do in here and see if we can make up for that stump at the last Goodwill. So all that looking around, and this is the only thing that I ended up buying is this vintage Crossfire. I want to say CrossFit Crossfire game, and so we'll see how this does. I haven't. It's kind of sealed up like Fort Knox, so I need to open it and see if everything's in there. But that's really about all we found tonight. It's really just these 3 items. So it's better than nothing. So we'll definitely take it. All right. So today is Friday. We're gonna try to hit another couple of Goodwills. Didn't have the most success on Wednesday, and so I've got Ellie at the wheel, and so she's driving us around tonight. And making his first appearance on the Kerr Family Flip Show is the man, the myth, and the legend, Kerr. Say hello, Perry.
Hi.
First time I'm able to actually get him on, so he's going to be joining us today, and we're going to see if he can find something for himself. What do you call it? Something drippy? All right, so stay tuned and we'll see how we do. All right, so we just got out of Goodwill. Ellie's checking out with some Madewell jeans that she found. She found some brand new looking Madewell tags. I found some New Balances that are not that great. They're okay to resell, maybe like $30 plus shipping. They're $6. Perry found a little bit of drip. He's gonna buy these for himself. These are Skechers, so he says they're fire, so we'll go with that. So first Goodwill, not the greatest, but we'll keep trying. So we're back out of the second Goodwill, and I really didn't find much of anything. I got one pair of shoes. These are Margaritaville Jimmy Buffett shoes. They sell maybe like 30 plus shipping. There's no listings and 6 sales, so that's good. So they'll move fast. And of course, in true Ellie fashion, she finds 2 Lululemon shirts. So she's got this purple one and this one here. She can find Lululemon like something that finds Lululemon really easily. How much do you think those will sell for?
Probably like 30.
30 each. And then how much did you pay for each of these?
$4.50.
So she paid $9 total. So that's pretty good. And of course Lululemon will probably sell pretty quickly. And then Pear found some more. He found a Duke Lacrosse long sleeve shirt for himself. So anyway, we all had fun. I guess that's the most important part. And so again, not the hugest thrifting night, but we'll certainly take it out, having fun together as a family. So what is up? This is Ellie, and this is Travis, and together we are Elvis. Just kidding. Actually, a commenter, my journey is not your journey. Thank you for mentioning that together we could be Elvis instead of Travell, but nonetheless, we are going on a thrift trip, and Ellie is going to take me to some thrift stores, and so I'm along for the ride, and we're going to see what we can find on this Monday night. So stay tuned, and we'll see how we can do. So outside of Goodwill, I found several good things. I got this Drink Tanks Kev cap. This was, I think, $2.99. So this is a cap to a keg for this particular brand. And I didn't see a ton of comps, but I did see one sell for $30. So I figured that was worth a shot for $2.99. Also got this Magic Bullet, Baby Bullet. This is not a huge seller, but these sell for like 30 bucks. I saw one sell for like 40 something, so even pre-owned. So I figured that's a pretty good thing. I think it's some kind of like steamer. And then I also got this Auric Iron Man. This should be really good. I paid $12.99 for this. And this will sell pretty fast, and I'm pretty confident. These will normally go for like 70, 80 bucks. And it looks like it has the hose with it and the cord, so super happy to find that because I think that will turn over pretty quickly. And the next two items I found in this particular Goodwill, I found this Sony stereo system with the 2 speakers, and another thing that adds tremendous value is the remote. So I looked these up, and these sell generally for probably around 100 bucks. So really pretty happy with this find. I paid $19.99 for this. So we will test this out and see how it does as well. And then lastly is this Samsung VCR. Nothing really special about it whatsoever, just kind of a bread and butter deal. $5.99. So we'll test this out, see if it works as well. If not, we'll bring it back. But these are generally in that $40 range, give or take. Second Goodwill tonight, and I found some pretty good things at the first Goodwill, and I'll show you in a little bit. So we're gonna go in here and see what we can find. Ellie's already left me. Like, she doesn't care. She's off to the races. She found like 12 clothing items that I may or may not go through with you later. So she does very, very well selling used clothing. She does Poshmark primarily, but anyway, we're gonna go in here, see how we do. So here's some things that I picked up at the second Goodwill. I didn't film it out there in the midst of the darkness like I did the other items, but this is a cocoa latte. This isn't anything super special. It was $6. It will probably sell for like 30 some odd dollars. These sell pretty well, just not for a ton. And then the next thing I found, this was $9. Well, actually, I'm sorry. This cocoa latte was $5.99. And this is another bread and butter item of ours, a Cuisinart DLC. This is a DLC 10. The DLC 7s and 10s generally do pretty well. You just have to be careful because some of them do have recalled blades. But you can actually send those blades back into Cuisinart and they will send you replacements. We know that firsthand. So these generally part out pretty well. So even though this set's not complete, I know that we'll do pretty well with this. And then the next thing that I got is these head boots. So these are ski boots in really good shape. And I did see quite a few sales of the, I guess it's Ezon or Ezon. And so if you've ever taken your family skiing, you know how expensive it can be. But I would encourage you to be on the lookout at thrift stores because we just went on a ski trip with my entire family. And I'll try to flash a picture on the screen. And we thrifted, I'm telling you, we thrifted our way through that ski trip. I mean, I think every single person in the family had something that had been thrifted, from ski boots to skis, or, you know, we bought them pre-owned or used in some form or fashion. So these are in really good shape. If they were my size, I would probably wear them myself. So really good find there. So the next few things that we found at this last Goodwill, we went to 2 total, but I got these Brooks, and so these are Brooks glycerin. Looks like these are 16s, and they're in absolutely mint condition. So I did not buy these to resell per se, but I did buy these to give to my wife because I thought they were in really good shape and she liked them. So I did pick these up. So a really good find. Again, these, if these were like a more recent model, there may be like another 2 or 3 models past these. But these are probably over $100 brand new. And I don't think they've probably been worn. So happy to find those. And so these will be keepers. I won't be reselling these. And then the next thing that we found, and Ellie found these. I like looked right past these, and these are Allbirds. And so Allbirds is a really good brand to be on the lookout for, but these are actually maybe even more special because this is a rare colorway, at least so I'm told. And so I believe these may sell for over $100 even brand new. They kind of almost like have a felty material to them, and a lot of times like the men's shoes will be like a grayish color, but she found these, so a really good find on her part. And then the last thing that she also found were these hunter boots, and so these could be, you know, 3 digits as well. Oh, there it is. So these are hunter boots, and so we're going to she's going to get these listed up, but again, she could have like $200 in shoe finds here between these hunter boots and those Allbirds. I would show you some of the clothing finds that she had, but of course I would probably bore you and I would have no idea what I'm talking about. But she did find another like 12 to 15 clothing items for her Poshmark store, so definitely some good finds there on her part as well. So Camden also went out on this particular Monday, and so he has a little bit of a gap in time at school. He's a senior in high school, and so he actually will go thrifting during his break, or he gets out a little bit earlier than the other kids, and then he will pop back by and pick them up and bring them home. But this is a Cuisinart, definitely a newer model. This is definitely a bread and butter item of ours. He paid $15 for this. It's much more complete and new than the one that I got, so this is a really good find. Goodwill originally had this at $45 and then eventually brought it down to $15, which makes it a lot more worth it for us to take that on. He also found these Red Wing boots, and these would generally be a really good find, and they probably still are, but they do have some pretty good scuffing that we'll have to see if we can do anything with. I know we'll still definitely do okay with these. These are $5.99, and in fact, all of the shoes that you saw today were $5.99. So we'll see if we can doctor these up a little bit. Definitely we'll disclose that there is some wear there, but somebody's going to definitely buy these, and I think we'll do okay with these even in the condition that they're in. So Red Wing is a definite brand to be on the lookout for. Camden also found this Simon, which probably in itself would not be worth picking up, but it rarely do you find these like new and sealed. So we will definitely get that packaged up, and well, I'm sorry, we will definitely get that listed up, I should say. And then the next two cool finds for $5.99 that he found were these Hoka Ones. I'm not sure, these are Clifton 6s. They don't have the insole in them, but I still think we're going to do pretty good with these. These are a larger men's size, so traditionally larger men's sizes do pretty well. So we'll see how those do. And then these are another pair of Hokas. Again, no insoles. They were $5.99, and they do have a slight tear, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it's right in there. But I still think, just based off of the brand alone and the condition, is still pretty good on these. And I don't even know how you say this particular model, Arahi 3s. So we will do some comp work on those and see how those may do as well. But I think we're going to come out overall pretty well on these two pairs of shoes. And so the last item I'm going to show you that Camden bought, and he probably bought some other things, but I'm not going to show you everything. And I'm actually, maybe he didn't, I'm not 100% sure to be honest, but he paid $20 for this composting machine. And so we have bought some scary items before, but I gotta say, I'm a little scared to open this, but that's gonna have to be cleaned a bit. We just recently, speaking of scary items, we just recently sold a $420 and the buyer paid $100 in shipping. So the buyer paid out $520 for this massive cat litter box that I guess it does its own cleaning system or something along those lines. So this has got to rank right up there with that. It's not nearly as big or intimidating to ship, but certainly something that we'll have to test out and clean, and we'll see how this Compostio composter Model C30 we'll do whenever we list it on eBay.